Good afternoon. Robert Davis here. Happy Thanksgiving, belated or early or late. I hope you had a really good one. And today we're going to do a tutorial about InterBase. So let's get started. I'm going to fire up this DB management GUI I've got that I found. And you get all these system tables I'm in the process of figuring out. But the table I use is individual, and you can go here, right click and edit table, and you can add fields and that sort of thing. It's really easy to connect up to InterBase and other databases. And this is a pro trial, but they have a free community edition, so keep that in mind. And we're going to leave this as it is. I'll let you see the structure. Has an ID field is auto increment, and that's maintained by InterBase. First name, middle name, last name, phone, email, and photo, which is a blob field. So okay, let's minimize this. One of the nice things about this is we close this. And we'll go over here to Delphi, and we're going to open this InterBase test project. And you see what we have here. I call them individuals, but it might as well be a contact or a client database. You know, that's sort of what I use for examples. And we have, I use the Unidac components from DevArt. I'll put a link to that in the description. And you see we have a unit connection 1, and here's the connection string. Let me see how to. Oh, right click on the component. Go to the connection editor. And you see this is all very Delphi-like. It's not confusing at all. And you have a provider, which is this guy right here. I'm sorry, this guy right here. InterBase unit provider. And so you put that as the provider. Server localhost port 3050, that's the default port for InterBase. sysdba is the username for the root, and the password is master key, all lowercase. And then you select the database. Let me see, do we have any others down here? No, just that one. And connect. And you see we get a green light. Press OK. And then we have this UniQuery 1, and we need to connect that up to unit connection 1. And then down here we need to put our SQL that does the selection for us. And I have it select all from individual or by last name, first name. We'll OK that. Let's see if we can get a connection. Sure enough. Okay. So let's run this baby and see how we're doing. And here on the form open, we have our form show. We connect to the database and to the query. We fire the query, and you see we have all of our fields here. And see, for instance, we go to this record, it has a picture, my lovely bride, and then here's me. And then we have the edit layout. Here's the edit list, and here's the edit layout and the photo. And then we can, I'll show you how we can do this. We can clear that. And let's see, we'll do this PC and D documents, Embarcadero projects for my friend Isabella. And here I'll put my goofy picture up. How's that? I did that in the hospital after major surgery. And there's that guy. So you can see it's actually quite simple to do InterBase. I couldn't find a good graphical user interface for InterBase until I ran across this DB schema that I use, that I just showed you at the beginning. But let's close this. Look at the code behind. The code. Okay, and then here's the code for clicking on the button 1, which is the load, and we load the field name photo with the open picture dialog file name. And here's where we can clear that or delete the photo. And then let's see, let's try this double click. We'll go down here too, and we get this little information pop up. Deep grid picker. Okay. There's another one. And let's look at the rest of the code. On the form close, we close the unit connection 1, which closes everything to do with the database. And on the form show, we open unit connection 1 and we open the unit query 1. Open that. And that does all the heavy lifting for us. That's all the code behind we need. The rest of it's all drag and drop design. And it's really very simple. So, and y'all know how to do that. You've been with me long enough. So there you have an InterBase application. And the beautiful thing about an InterBase is the very long-standing, very tried and true database set of software, and the InterBase 2020 Developer Edition is free. So combine that with we'll show you this. Combine that with the DB schema, and you've got a good InterBase setup. It's all free. I mentioned, I think before, that they have a community edition of this. And a cool thing you can do is add a layout. We don't want to see all these system tables, so we'll just say and we just want individual. That's the only database, table that we're working with. And click OK. And there you don't have all that mess. And then you can go up here and do your table edits, that kind of thing. So this is DB Schema by Bellsoft, and they're a München, Germany company. And you see I'm on the pro trial, but this will revert over to the community edition after the trial is over. So that's the way I found to manage InterBase databases. That was real simple. Let me see if I can show you a connect right here. Let me see. New connected to the database. Let's go over here to SQL Server. And I don't know really how to mess with this. I won't do that. But I'll show you the InterBase. Next. And it's got the driver that you need. Stuff like that. And this computer default port. I'm going to put the password in, just master key, all lowercase. We'll choose the same database and connect. And OK. And there you have it again. We have the main layout with sample tools. That's a layout I created, and here's the one we just created. So you have all that functionality through DB Schema, which is cool. It's really all you need is a way to create, drop, do whatever design your database with, and then you can rely on data access components in Delphi to go the rest of the way. So we'll minimize this, go back over to Delphi, and let me show you one more. Let's see. Do Rob Zombie load, and I'll be Rob Zombie. And you see, we're using a query. So we close this. Heck, we'll close the whole thing down. Reopen it. And run it. Takes a second. There you go. Hadley Lola, Linda, and Rob Zombie. It's really me. Okay, there you have it. It's that simple. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments, and we'll try to get an answer to you right away. And I thank you for spending the time. I've enjoyed doing this. Again, my name's Robert Davis, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Thank you very much. Bye.